So ask Andre with another one. Interesting topic and question. How can we define real manhood? What are the components of real manhood? For the ladies, how do you know you're dealing with a man who is fully developed and going through all the phases and stages of manhood? As a guy, how can we feel that we have gotten to where we need to be? And we're always arriving. We should always be developing and getting better. But how do we get to that ultimate level? Like mentioned by Stephen Covey in the book, 7 Habits, for all people, there are 3 stages of development: dependence, independence, and interdependence. That last one is rarely talked about, very misunderstood, and highly just underappreciated and undervalued. So being independent is still just an intermediary stage of walking into your manhood. And that's why guys shouldn't feel like they've really arrived just because you can take care of your own bills, you can live on your own, and you can be responsible for yourself. That's a given as a man. And also for women, you should not feel like you've arrived if you've just gotten to the place where you're independent and no longer completely dependent on your parents. That's not the final stage. The next level is interdependence. That is a type of dependence that is healthy, where we are benefiting and complementing one another, where we are good on our own, but we're even better with one another and because of one another. We can be extremely good, but our ultimate greatness comes from the partnership with other people. And this is why relationships and marriage are so important. So let's get back to manhood specifically. By design, as men, we are meant to not only be better ourselves, but to make the world around us better, to make our environment better, to make our community better, to make our family better, to not only provide for ourselves, but to provide for others, to not only protect ourselves, but to protect others, to not only learn and be able to direct and guide ourselves, but to guide and teach others. In fact, the first man was not promoted to have a wife, to have a woman in his life, until he demonstrated he was really good at these things with other living beings that didn't have the same level of value and sensitivity. And the point of him having a wife was to have a helpmate that could help him in doing something that he was already doing, in already walking in his purpose, and already being someone who was being a good steward of all the things that were given to him. That is the essence of manhood, is helping out those who need your help, who need your support, who need your guidance, and are not just there to do the things that you have personally planned, but the things that are planned for a greater level for everyone. Like, share, subscribe. See you on the next one. Great surprise visitor at the end.